I did is this thing does basically has two browsers in it, and you put in lemon zesters at the top, and then guess what? It shows you all the lemon zesters on Alibaba, and it shows you all the lemon zesters on Amazon.
That's pretty cool.
So look, this thing right here sells for $14.97. There's that same one, or certainly closer. These guys they'll sell you one piece of them. These guys sell you 50 units.
Okay.
These guys want 5,000. So you'll just get a real quick idea. Is there anybody out there that'll even sell me 100 pieces? Well, it looks like there's several. There's 200 ppieces, and so you kind of get an idea what's going on out there, and that's a quick way to evaluate, hey, if you go on here and there's, you have to spend 20 minutes trying to find the product.
Right.
So Amababa search is the name of that.
So Rob, if you're going with a small order originally, should you assume their higher end number is about accurate?
One more time.
If you're gonna do a small order initially, if they've got listed $1 to $5, are you assuming it should be closer to the $5 for your initial order? Okay.
And that number sometimes is total BS.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
I have a letter, if you'll remind me at some point, I have a letter that I can send you, which is my basic email that I use.
Okay.
The simpler, the better. Here's the bottom line. These people don't speak English. Lots of them are using Google Translator. The more information you put on there, the less likelihood they're going to respond to what you said, because it's almost too confusing for them.
Right. Okay.
So simple, ask questions. They're simple, and look for the quickest answers. Because here's the other thing. As soon as they run into a question they don't know, they won't answer another question on there. It's very frustrating with them because they don't answer questions right. Now here's another thing. When you start dealing with a sourcing, with a company or manufacturer, if they don't respond to your questions and that stuff, wouldn't you assume that later on they're going to have more problem with you? You know what I mean? That you're going to run into the same problems. They weren't, even as an upfront customer, they didn't treat you well. They're not answering your questions. Their responses are 2 days, So if you see that, you need to be comfortable with who you order from. You need to feel good about it. That's the way in which you do a lot of it, is that you can go, okay, I feel comfortable with this person. They respond to me. What they say makes sense. So anyway, that's a tool that I use. And then here's two browser extensions that I like, because it will give you, literally when you pull your Amazon search, it will, underneath each one, it will show you what its main rank is. It'll show you a bunch of stuff that you don't have to go in and open the listing to look at it. So you can quickly scan that. I don't have that on this computer, and so that's why I'm gonna look it up. So one of them is called Keepa Price Tracker. Basically, it'll show you what the price has been over time.
That's cool.
It'll show you, several pieces of information that you can look. You can track that. You can go back and say, listen, if this price jumps or not. A lot of this, again, is for some other uses, but I think it has some value and benefit, because what it does, it makes it so that I do not have to go on and try to mess with looking it up and clicking every item to go in and look at what its BSR is and that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
There's another one. Okay, what's the other?
Was it the one that sort of shows the BSR underneath the listing?
That, and then when you crop over the when you go over top of the picture, it pops up and gives you the whole information from the inside.
Right. Was it like DS?
Yes, DS something. You are correct.
I put those on there, but I disabled them.
DS Amazon Quick View.
Quick View. Okay.
So those are two extensions that help when you're looking at the page to be able to kind of interpret some of that. And then, are you familiar with Google Trends?
Yes. Yes. I've just run a couple through there. That is so cool.
But then that's the second thing. So now you're trying to get involved in this a little more. Then you're like, well, you know, is this product trending well? Is it, you know?
Right. Oh, and I need to, do you have a code for merchant words?
Yes. If you'll remind me, I'll have to find it for you.
Okay.
It makes $9 a month forever, which is great.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's the one I'd really, that'd be cool.
And then obviously Google AdWords will do the same thing. One of the great things, and I recommend that you definitely look at Google AdWords, because right now Amazon's site has so much site authority.
Yeah.
When you put in the word lemon zester into Google, what's likely going to happen is it's going to show up. I'll show you. It'll show up with someone's listing on Amazon, because if you have the right keywords with lemon zester, it's going to assume that you probably have what people want, which is to buy one. And Amazon, or Google's whole reason is to give you the answer you want. That's what Google's purpose is. What's the answer that gives you the best, you know, answer, so that you'll come back and use Google again, because it's giving you the answer. It's a magic answer machine. Okay.
Okay.
So for some reason in 2007, it went kind of crazy, and then it went down, goes up, and now we see that from 2009, there's been a pretty good trend up.
Right.
Anyway, that just gives you, and then you can forecast it, and you can see how they continue to jump. So they don't feel like it's going to decline. It kind of feel like it's going to level out continually.
Okay.
But that's just the amount of searches, and that just gives you some ideas. And then Google Trends will give you the actual number of searches for lemon zester. All right.
Okay.
So those are just some of the extra tools that I use to be able to, you know, get some ideas for my search. Where did Amazon go?